Well, good morning, boys and girls. BP back here. How the hell y'all doing? Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. So looky here. I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but yeah, you should be able to see it. Here, let me back it up a little bit. Do that. So right here, we have a manure fork. And it's too heavy, so I can't show you how long the tines are, but they come out. That's about the tip of the tine to the fork itself, to the backstopper. They're, if I remember correctly, right around 18 to 20 inches long, each spike. And it's a home-built grapple on here. I moved a lot of shit and a lot of cut feed, silage type feed with this unit, but haven't used it in years. It's actually rigged up to fit a 595 quick attach front end loader. So you just hook it in like a Bobcat, hooks in right there, and then a pin slides in at the bottom. And this could come off of there. And then I have a second one right there, mounted on a manure fork for an old tractor. This is the original part of the bucket fork for some old tractor, and the farmer back in the day had me come and widen it out to fit the tractor that he wanted it on, and I made that part right there. So these are all set up for a cultivator shank to slide into. See here, there, so on and so forth. But material he wanted me to use was a little light, and she broke out there. But anyway, this machine, both of these things at this point are for sale. If somebody's looking for an inexpensive grapple, it's even set up with grease fittings inside there. This one will need a hydraulic cylinder mounted on it. That one don't. So yeah, we built both of these. This is a lot heavier duty, a lot beefier unit, and it's got cultivator shanks on it also. But just thought I'd throw that out there for everybody to see. We got to jump in the tractor, and we got to jump in the truck. We hauled a pile of bales yesterday. Oh, today is Monday. Don't ask me what day of the week. I think right around the 24th or 25th. Something like that. Today, well, on the weekend, something went wrong with the truck, and she started leaking a little bit of antifreeze. And it only does it when it gets good and hot and pressurizes up strong. And I can't find exactly where it's leaking from. So I phoned up Wilkinson and asked them if they could do a quick pressure test on it. And they said to have it there for 1 o'clock. So I need to unhook the trailer, and we'll be taking it into the shop to get a pressure test done on it. I also need to move a pile of them bales from that 620 double disc international parts machine, so that the guy that bought the main machine can come and pick the parts machine up. And so yeah, so that's what we're going to attack here right away. Anyway, bring you back when we get over there. Alrighty guys, so if you look right there, that's that old parts double disc international 620 press drill, that seating drill. I got one bale moved, I set it right there. I got a couple of these little tiny guys, these 1/4 and 1/2 bales, out of the way. And now these black looking things that are like almost 2 years old. Basically they're 2 years old. But here, I just happened to hook the son of a bitch with the grapple on that other bale. So back this up a bit. This looks pretty black on the outside, and so does this here. But as soon as you go to here, look at all the green in here, guys. Like, it looks pretty darn good. Looks pretty darn good still. So she's only soaked in the way we got them single stacked like this. Everybody will tell you the best way to stack bales is single rows, so the water will shed the best that way. But she doesn't, you know, like, I'm just scraping the edge here a little bit, and not even 1/4 of an inch. And if they're done tight, you'll get into good feed underneath right there. See that? So just thought I'd point that out to you all, everybody that doesn't understand round bales. Like, if these were square bales, don't really matter if they're big square or small square. Those ones, you pretty much have to put a tarp over them, cover them, or put them in a building if they're gonna sit for a long period of time. But with these round bales, if you stack them up, and I know there's lots of guys that stack them, they call it mushroom style, where they'll take excuse me, one round bale like that one right there, and you got the flat sides. They'll take the flat side, flip it over so it's up and down this way, and then they'll take another round bale just like that and set it on top of the flat part. That's all fine and dandy, but I've bought bales that were stacked that way, and that water runs right off of that top one and soaks right into the one below it. I've had that happen. I've bought bales like that. So I tend to stack everything single rows, just like this here. Anyway, talk to you later. Alrighty, well, that didn't take long. Not when you're doing 2 at a time. So all of those bales that were right here are gone, and they're over there, and now we can get to this machine a lot easier. And looky, what have we got here? Oh, the marker. That would be the marker right there. Catch my friggin' hand in this son of a bitch yet. Don't be doing that. That'll hurt. There, he's out of the road. There isn't much of a hitch on it, but should be good enough that he could hook up and pull it home. And holy jumping jimimies, there's air in the tires. The tires aren't even flat. But downside to this friggin' machine is this here should be hooked up to this here somehow. I'm thinking right there. This should be hooked into here, and this, the end of this here should be in there, and then over there. And then the hydraulic cylinder should be hooked up to this arm down here, and probably to right here. And that should lift that up and down. But there's a reason this is a parts machine, because parts have been stolen off of it for this guy and that guy and a few other different guys. How's that sound? So, I'm not sure if it's going to lift out of there or pull out of there or not, guys. But before I hook up to it and do anything, I'll let the guy know that it's ready to go, and he can come over here, and when we go to pull it out, I could pull it out for him with my machine, and he can then hook up afterwards. We'll talk to you later. Oh yes, before I forget, so let me close the grapple here. Bring in a bit. So from right in the other side of that press drill, right there, and then further back out there, all those bales, and all the way along And we keep going and keep going and then keep going all the way down. Bring in a little closer. And you can see the roof of the Bobcat right out there. So right now we've got about 250 bales in the yard. Yesterday was a decent day. We hauled like 120 bales yesterday. And we didn't kill ourselves doing it. When you're hauling 14 and 17 at a time, it doesn't take very long, really. So yeah, that was a good day yesterday. Didn't video yesterday's bale hauling excursion. Figured we're just hauling bales and we just went hard. I shouldn't even say we went hard. We just went steady at it and got them hauled. So the truck is unhooked from the gooseneck trailer right there. And I got to throw a bunch of garbage out of the back end of her, the box of it, from all our 6x6s and 2x8s and 2x6s from when we were hauling that Bobcat and that round baler from Manitoba. Get the chains out of it, clean that all out. That way we can just jump in her and go to town to have this antifreeze leak checked out. Talk to you in a little bit. Well, hey guys. See that sign? That's where we are. And they get to play with the truck a little bit more than I anticipated. When I pulled away from the shop, well, the trailer, I heard a slight little clunking noise. And I crawled under the truck and sure shit, rear universal is shot. Not completely shot, but it's on its way out. It's starting to go. So this truck is staying here until everything is fixed. Simple as that. CP will come and get me. We got some running around the city that we got to deal with. And I'm going to get my butt inside here and find out if they can get me fixed up here right away, or if the truck's going to be down for a couple days. We'll come back and let you guys know. Here we go, guys. Walking in. Maybe. Kayla. Lo and behold. You don't want to see me right now. We'll talk to you guys. Alrighty. Well, truck might be fixed today. So they telling me. But I want to show you guys something. There. F350 XL. This thing, try not to get the guy's name in it, has probably the most fuel efficient truck anybody can buy. No, hands down, it's got to be the best. It runs on literally nothing. There's no motor in it. It must run off of air. Like air drives this truck, right? That'd be one hell of a truck. Runs off air. Anyways, this thing runs off of lots of stuff, and right now he's not running the best. He's leaking a few things, and there's a few things that are starting to fall apart on him. So yeah, gotta get him fixed up, guys. Gotta get him fixed. Keep on running. Like, you don't get 655,020 kilometers without maintaining things properly. And this is why I come here. They look after me. Scotty here at Wilkinson, he's really good with my truck. So I'm gonna grab my shit and I'm gonna let him start to play. Talk to you later. Check this out, guys. Look at that sweetie. That's a nice unit. Even if it is a Chevy, it's still a nice unit. He's done a good job on her. Well, guys, we're on our way home from the city, and we look to the north, and I seen smoke. So we came out here, and the neighbor, he just started to combine this little 20 acres of orgasmic wheat. And he went about 150 yards, 200 yards, And he looked back and there's smoke in the bushes. What caused the fire out in the bushes? We don't know. But the neighbor phoned another neighbor and he came out with that case. And I don't know, he's got about a 24 to 30 foot Morris cultivator on there, it looks like. Yeah, that's a Morris, same as ours. It's a little wider than mine. Mine's 24. This one's a little bit bigger. But this guy, he's just going right through the trees and everything. We'll get this fire stopped, contained right here in this bush patch right here. So I asked him if he wanted me to go home and grab my disc and come back with that, and he said, no, I think we'll be able to handle her, because he's got his old John Deere just smoking over there on the other side of the trees, pulling his little 16 or 18 foot cultivator, giving her the goose. And that's actually the guy that was doing that owns this is actually the landlord to where I had that organic oats seeded. But yeah, this is when she's this dry and this hot, it don't take much and things will light up and go up in flame. Like green grass will burn, guys.
That's burning.
And see that right there? There's just enough old stuff and you can see that. She's burning, but if we can keep it contained right here, that's the whole ticket, right? Okay, I'm gonna let you guys go. We'll talk to you later. Well, guys and gals, way the hell out there, you should see smoke, but there isn't any. So we left and I told them I'd come back with the tractor if they wanted us to, and they said, no, we got this, you can go. If it gets out of control, they'll give me a call and I'll head out there with the tractor with the McCormick and the big bucket on it and just drive back and forth literally right over top the fire to do a smothering on it. But we are out here along this old fence line rolling wire again. There's CP down there, and yeah, we'll try and get this wire off so that we can get the cows the heck out here. I keep telling her we can put the cows out here regardless and just work with them with the cows out here, but she doesn't want to. So, and since we can't haul bales because the truck is in the shop, we figured, well, we might as well come out here and play with this for a couple hours before it gets dark. We just had suppers with the son and he went home and we came out here. So anyway, with all of that, you guys know the drill. Comment, subscribe, tell your friends. Let's make this happen. Let's get a whole pile of subscribers moving here. We'll talk to you guys later. Get her done.